Epidemic. That's how Myrtle Beach police refer to the heroin problem killing people in Horry County, killing a lot of people. In this News 13 special report, News 13's Taylor Herlong went undercover with officers to see where they're finding the heroin. Taylor?
Myrtle Beach police call heroin the drug that does not discriminate. Right now, they're seeing people in their teens to late 60s overdosing, and it's likely in your neighborhood. It's a drug that completely takes over.
A mother was selling her 11-year-old daughter to her drug dealer for sex for heroin.
Mind, body, and now our community.
It's like a complete reverse. Everybody knows people that are selling heroin or fentanyl, for example.
This undercover officer has been in the business for more than 11 years, and he says he's never seen it on the streets like this.
There's drug deals that go on at the mall parking lot, Walmart parking lot, different store parking lots.
It's a drug plaguing the entire county, and I wanted to see where it's coming from.
It happens down here. It's not as prevalent, but it does happen.
Driving down Ocean Boulevard, the undercover told me it's the tourists that dealers target there.
They'll go out, maybe walking the boulevard, and sometimes they'll be aggressive, asking people if they need anything, if they need, they need some weed, for example, or need some powder, for example.
Just a few blocks away, in low-income neighborhoods off Mr. Joe White Avenue, dealers use drugs like heroin and fentanyl as a major form of income.
A lot of people in these neighborhoods aren't bad people. This is what they know, or they enjoy living here. It's where they grew up.
But one of this officer's more surprising locations across town, in the upper class divisions like the Grand Dunes, where they've seen at least one heroin overdose.
And this just goes to show you that it's across all social classes. You can go from the poor, low-income society neighborhoods to the upper-income, upper-class society.
He says he believes they're trafficking the drugs from Mexico and South America, but the origin of this epidemic is right here in the U.S. According to the CDC, 75% of all first-time heroin users report abusing prescription opioids before starting heroin. And officers believe it was the overprescribing of those opioids that's putting cheaper, easier-to-buy drugs like heroin and fentanyl on our streets.
Somebody goes and buys heroin, they're probably going to use it within the next 5 to 15 minutes tops because they need that fix. Their body becomes dependent on it so much they'll become like violently ill.
To give you the breakdown, in Myrtle Beach, these officers are seeing 3 different drugs. They're similar, but it's the difference in their strengths that's causing problems. There's heroin, which is stronger than morphine, fentanyl, a prescription opioid that's stronger than heroin, and the most powerful of the 3, W18, a synthetic opioid made to treat pain, but wasn't picked up by pharmaceutical companies.
They think they're buying heroin. Maybe the dealer, for example, thinks he's selling heroin, but in reality it's fentanyl, or maybe it's this W18, which is more potent.
But if you don't know which one you're using or how potent the drug is, it's easy to take too much. That's why EMS crews are getting multiple calls per day, and according to Horry County Coroner Robert Edge, seeing 4 to 5 deaths per week in Horry County for heroin overdoses.
Heroin doesn't discriminate. It's across all spectrums, all social classes, white, black, Asian, male, female, poor, rich. It doesn't discriminate.
Right now, nearly 1 person dies every single day here in Horry County because of heroin. And that's why Myrtle Beach Police, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, the Solicitor's Office, and the Coroner's Office, they're all working together to save those lives and to get this drug off our streets. Reporting for News 13, I'm Taylor Herlong.